you want to hear what we're doing next Saturday night? Do ya or do ya?
Tonight on iCarly, Gibby is going to give you a special demonstration.
He's backstage right now, polishing his phaser.
And of course...
Hi, I'm Christopher John Farley, a senior editor at the Wall Street Journal. I'm here with Jennette McCurdy. She's one of the co-stars of the hit Nickelodeon series iCarly. You've also got some other ventures that you're going to talk about, so
yes.
Thanks a lot for coming to the Wall Street Journal.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Now, of course, on iCarly, you play one of the hosts of a web show, so
yes.
What do you think of our setup here at the Wall Street Journal?
I think it's excellent. It's a lot more big time than iCarly is in the show because you've got 2 cameras and Freddie only holds 1. So this is big time.
Now, right now you're involved in a campaign to get kids to eat their vegetables more. What is that about and how is that going?
I'm teaming up with Bird's Eye Veggies to inspire a new generation of vegetable lovers. So basically our goal is just to encourage kids to view vegetables as a fun, creative food and to just enjoy them more and see all their uses and how many different recipes you can make out of them and everything like that.
So I have 2 kids. If I want them to eat their vegetables, what advice do you have?
Honestly, you can go to the store and just pick up the Bird's Eye frozen veggies because the packages are so easy. You just rip off the top, pop them in the microwave, a couple minutes later they're done, and you can get a ton of different varieties, so you don't just have plain broccoli. You can get like broccoli in a cheese sauce or something that will make the veggies more edible if you have kids that don't like vegetables so much.
Now the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, she's somehow involved in this campaign. Can you tell me a bit about that connection?
Mrs. Obama is big on encouraging our youth to enjoy their vegetables and eat healthy. So it's great that she wants kids to eat healthy, and I feel pretty cool that I want them to too.
And she appeared on your show. I mean,
yeah.
I still remember that episode.
So what are you doing here? Your Excellency.
You don't call her Your Excellency.
No, I kind of like it.
Okay, it's crazy. Mrs. Obama had her offices, the powers that be, call the Nickelodeon stages and ask if she could be on iCarly. She had her Joining Forces initiative, which she wanted to promote, which is supporting military families, and she wanted to show her support by being on iCarly and hopefully having a storyline that would tie that in.
So she called you. It wasn't like you lobbying.
She called me directly, actually. She didn't even go through the iCarly people. Right. She just called me and said, "Hey, Jennette, what's up?"
From Air Force One.
Yeah, exactly. This is Mrs. O.
Now, iCarly will be closing up shop soon, right? You
Yes.
filmed your last episode already?
We have filmed our last episode. We filmed it a few weeks back, and it was really, really sad. I mean, we've all grown up on that set, basically, and to feel like you're saying goodbye to this whole world and this whole life, and it was just very strange.
Because you literally grew up on this set. I mean, people say that, but you were, how old when you started?
14.
And you're 20 now.
Yeah.
So wow, so you must look back on the old episodes and see how much you've
With
changed.
horror.
With horror. No, well, I watch them all the time on DVD with my kids, and they're all entertaining, but I'm wondering, what's that like now to suddenly know you're leaving this routine you've been part of for so many years?
That's the strangest part of it, is because I think iCarly had become so familiar and had become such a place of comfort for all of us, and a place where we would go into work every day. And it is work, and you have to be professional and know your marks, know your lines, everything like that. But at the same time, we knew all the crew members. Everybody was really, it was like a big family. Everybody got along very well. So to be saying goodbye to that, I mean, we were just sobbing on the last day. It was devastating. But everybody moves on, and it's not like we have to forget about iCarly just because it's done. So that's good.
Now you're working on a new show for Nickelodeon. Does it have a name yet? Can you tell me anything about it?
I don't. It doesn't have a name yet. I wish I had a name for it. I'm
the
dying.
Jennette McCurdy Show. How about that?
That's great.
Did I get royalties from that?
Yeah, courtesy to Chris Farley.
Right.
There we go. No, it's being produced by Dan Schneider, who produced iCarly, Victorious, and a number of other great Nickelodeon shows. So I'm really excited that he's the one producing it, because if there was anybody I could pick, it'd definitely be him. I like him a lot.
Now you're also working on a country album as well. When is that going to come out, and who are you working with for that?
I worked with Capitol Nashville for a few years, and they released an album digitally. And I've recently moved on from that label, and I'm just sort of seeing if I want to continue pursuing music, and if so, which direction I want to go, and if I want to keep doing country or maybe go to a different genre.
Now you're from the Long Beach area, from Garden Grove, and you became a country music fan. I was talking to you about this before, but you're not into Sublime. They're one of the hottest groups ever to come from that area of the world, but you're not into them?
No, and I guess they went to the high school that my brother went to, and so did No Doubt. everybody from No Doubt. So I guess I'm I'm not on the scene.
Okay, I wish I had brought my iPad. I could play them for you. Perhaps I could make a convert, but that's not going to happen these days.
Unworldly.
I guess, yeah. So what's next for you? After iCarly, working on the Nickelodeon show, you have the country music album perhaps in the works. I mean, what else do you have in the hopper?
Well, my favorite thing to do is make people laugh. So I've been doing a lot of comedy training with a group called Groundlings, which is a comedy troupe, and they have a school in LA, which is, I've been going to that a lot.
A school for comedy?
Yes.
Wow, so
you
what
go
do
and
learn
just like
there?
make people laugh all the time.
Yeah, that's great for any class clowns. You show up late, make people laugh, and it's cool, right?
Exactly, and it's great for me because I'm uncomfortable with regular life, but if I can make people laugh, I become more comfortable, so that's why I like it.
But if you fail like comedy schools, isn't that depressing? I mean, you don't make people laugh. I mean, how would you deal with that?
I guess go into math or something.
Okay, well, I'm sure you'll succeed at that. So thanks a lot, Jennette
That was
McCurdy.
math, not math.
Thanks for coming to the Wall Street Journal. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.